Chapter 3. The Dark Incantation. In the previous chapter, we delved into Witch Matilda's devious plan, the exchange of her own appearance with a beautiful but wicked girl Clara. It was the ultimate solution to capture the heart of Wizard of Light named Ulrich, whom Matilda deeply longed for. For the sake of Ulrich, she also decided to mend her wicked ways and embrace the path of a white witch. However, her desire to regain her youthful beauty for Ulrich would lead her to explore the forbidden realms of dark magic. Matilda vowed that this would be her final descent into darkness, a promise she made to herself. The night unfolded, a tapestry of shadows and secrets as Halloween's Eve approached, shrouding the town in an eerie silence. Matilda had returned to her antique cottage, where an array of forbidden books and ancient relics decorated the room. She possessed a grim determination, knowing that the dream of her life was on the verge of realization. In the dim candlelight, Matilda began to prepare for the dark incantation, the key to her transformation. She meticulously gathered the rare and sinister ingredients required for the spell. A vial of moonlight dew, a shard of midnight crystal, and a lock of raven's wing were among the ingredients laid out on a crooked wooden table. Matilda's aged hands, the color of weathered bark, moved with precision as she followed the complicated instructions from her most ancient grimoire, a book filled with spells of the darkest magic. Her yellow eyes flickered with an unsettling intensity as she chanted incantations that had not been heard in centuries. The wind outside howled in response, carrying in an eerie resonance as the elements themselves were uneasy about the dark sorcery being performed within the cottage. The room filled with a faint luminescence. With the spell complete, Matilda stood before her flickering candles, which were casting a mysterious light on her thoughtful face. "It's all for you, Ulrich," she whispered. Matilda could not remember how long it was since White Wizard Ulrich captured her heart. She carefully poured the prepared magic potion into a small vial and left the cottage to seek out Clara. Her ancient broomstick started carrying her swiftly into the moonless sky. At that very moment, girl Clara was preparing herself for a Halloween party of her own. Clara had placed her little brother into his bed, waiting for him to fall asleep as she could join her friends at Derek's house. As Clara anxiously awaited her brother's slumber, the room was filled with the hushed rustling of her costume. She was a big fan of costume parties. She was determined to make the most of this night, despite her sisterly duty. She was supposed to stay home to watch her little brother in the absence of her working parents, but the temptation of the party was too strong to resist. It was precisely then that Matilda, the terrifying-looking witch, appeared in Clara's room. The girl, startled by Matilda's sudden presence, felt a shiver of fear run down her spine. Her immediate instinct was to protect her little brother, as she had heard tales of witches who would harm children. With trembling hands, she quickly grabbed a fire iron from a nearby fireplace, standing ready to defend her brother, who was finally suddenly asleep in his bed. Matilda chuckled at this. The truth was, she had once been a brave and beautiful teenager, much like Clara. Clara's determination to protect her brother gave Matilda pause. Recognizing that Clara was not the selfish and wicked girl she had initially assumed, Matilda decided to leave her be. As she mentioned earlier, Matilda was not entirely heartless. She could not bear the thought of stealing the beauty of a good-hearted girl. Instead, she intended to perform her incantation on a wicked and malicious one, someone who deserved the punishment she had in store. So she quietly slipped out of the room, leaving Claire to continue guarding her little brother. Claire, still clutching the iron stick, whispered to her brother as he slept, "I'm so sorry, little one. I won't leave you alone. I'll stay right here with you." She realized that family and responsibility were more important than any party, any fun. This Halloween night, Claire would be staying home, ensuring her brother's safety. After leaving Claire's house, Witch Matilda formulated a new plan. She had heard from various sources about Derek's Halloween party, which seems like the ideal place to find many beautiful, naughty, and mischievous young girls. To carry out her new plan, Matilda returned to her cottage to transform herself into a black cat, adopting a temporary disguise that would allow her to be at the party without arousing suspicion. She was convinced that folks at the house would assume someone had a cute idea to bring a black cat to the party. After all, it was a Halloween. Tonight, Matilda's mind was set for a night of enchantment, treachery, and the relentless pursuit of love that defied the boundaries of magic and morality.